Just a super quick impromptu video. I just wanted to show you guys this new bag organizer that I ordered off Amazon. It came shipped just like this. I don't know if I clicked something like don't have packaging, like a box or anything for it. So it just came with like my address stuck on the bottom and like this, but it was really quick delivery. I ordered it last night and it came this early evening, I would say. So the brand is DGAZ, and they're supposed to be satin purse inserts. So you know how a lot of purse inserts are made out of felt, or in the case of what is it called, 7 Rue Paradis, it's made of that kind of faux suede Alcantara, you know, that thing that they use in cars. Anyway, I digress. This is made out of satin, so basically synthetic silk. And I really wanted to show you guys how I store my bag too, so I should have left it in the bag. But anyway, this is my dust bag here. And here is my Picotin 18. This is how I usually store it. This is like a kind of more of a firm piece of bubble wrap with the big bubbles that I got from some kind of package. And then inside is just 2 really puffy sealed air thingies I probably got from, I'm guessing, Amazon, but it could honestly be anywhere. New idea. That is how I stuff it. 2 in the bottom and then the flat sheet on top for the handles. And then I always store my Picotin flat like this inside the dust bag, and then I rotate my Picotin whenever I remember to. Basically, there's no like exact schedule of rotating, but like whenever I see it and I'm like, oh, I should turn it around, I just turn it around just so that it's not resting on one side too long with too much pressure. So that's what I do. And now let us open this.
Welcome to Kiki's channel. Ding ding.
Alright, so like I mentioned, my address was on the bottom, so I decided to take the plastic off camera, and let us open up the organizer together from this point on. Dang it, it's kind of tricky. And sorry my voice is funny. I have had the cold / whatever, I don't even know what this is, for over a week now. My daughter just started daycare, and as some of you who have children know, that's when it all begins. I swear we've been more sick. She's been homesick more than she's been to daycare, basically. And as a result, I have been more sick than I have ever been in my entire life. I laugh, but I'm really crying. Okay, so there's the ribbon off. And what is this? Milk? I can't read Chinese. I don't know what this is. Do not eat. What? What is this? Do you open this? I'm not sure what this is. Okay, oh, there was a wrapper I just threw there though. It says, if you have any problems with our products, please contact us. Picotin 18, I think they mean Picotin. DGAZ, purse organizer and purse pillow, because they sell purse pillows as well. So first off, let's compare the color. Here is my Picotin, here I go. Picotin in the size 18 Clemence leather gold with contrast stitching, of course. And here is the color. I chose gold as well just to match. I normally actually choose like pink or a light color just for it to be easier to find things, but this time I decided to go matchy-matchy, so I chose gold, and I do think they're a pretty good color match. Let's see how it fits inside. This seems to be like a foam kind of box cube thing. Here is what the inside of the organizer looks like. Ooh, okay, so it's a little bit thicker, so it's reinforced inside the satin. Probably with, I have no idea, but like a thicker fabric. I'm guessing felt though. That would make a lot of sense. Yet it feels a little bit different. I'm not gonna bother cutting this open to find out though. But the inside is, yeah, definitely reinforced with like 4 pieces on here on the sides of something, a thicker fabric. And on the bottom, so there are 5 pieces. Obviously because it's 6-sided, but there's no top. In terms of pockets, there are 2 small side pockets on either side here of the long side, and then a larger pocket on each end of the shorter side. So overall, it seems to be very well stitched, and I mean, I'm really hoping it is, because for an Amazon product, which you could also, I believe, buy on AliExpress, etc., and on their own website, the one I clicked on their website, it wasn't working. I'm not sure what was up with that. Yeah, so considering the price I paid, I think, to be honest, even though I bought this last night, guys, like I said, I'm sick. I do not remember how much I paid. I want to say 90 something. It could have been 100. Who knows? Somewhere around that price range. But my point is, it's not cheap. Like for a purse organizer, if you think about it, this is like half of a Coach Reserve bag or something. So in my eyes, that is not cheap at all for an organizer. I know some people pay like hundreds of dollars for 7 Rue Paradis, and you know what? Honestly, I am tempted to try them out because they're apparently so good, but I feel like at that price range, like they'd have to be amazing for me to think that they're that good. You know what I mean? But, oh, this feels so much better because I have this like really terrible, like, and I mean it, first purse organizer that I got from Amazon, which I don't use with it, and I don't know why I didn't return it, because I think back then I didn't even know you could do Amazon returns because I'm stupid, and so I just kept it, and even though I never use it, and I just keep it in like a junk drawer type thing. I don't have my lock on it right now. When I store my Picotin, I always take off the lock and I always store it flat. I know it's a lot of extra steps, but I think it's worth it because my Picotin is a few years old, right? Like 2-3 years old, and it looks brand spanking new, like more new than like almost, I would say, of all the videos I've seen on YouTube. Mine takes the cake kind of thing. So I think storing it this way definitely works. My very biased opinion. So here's how it fits. It is really nice, and judging from how it is not gaping against the leather. Here, let me go show you guys a close-up. I feel that it will not create that indent, and because satin is, again, like I said, or did I say, a lot less stiff than felt, I feel like it has a slightly lower probability, I'm not going to say 0 because no one held me accountable here, slightly lower probability of creating an indent in the bag, which is what people are afraid of, right? So that's what it looks like inside. Let me see if I can get a little closer. So because the inside is unfinished, it is essentially an unlined leather bag, right? It's a single layer of leather on the inside, unlined with anything. So the backside of leather is suede. Suede is basically the underside of leather. And that's why a lot of people like to use bag organizers to protect the inside so that it stops, like, micro shedding, as well as just to keep the shape, because Clement's leather is a very heavy, thick leather, which is one of the pros, but one of the cons about that is that it tends to sag with time and become very floppy. And it depends on your preferences. Some people really like that. I, on the other hand, am not a huge fan. I think, like, if once it happens, like, naturally over the course of time, I'm going to be totally okay with that. I'm going to keep my bag. I'm not going to just switch it just because it went saggy. But I would like, within the best of my abilities, to keep it, keep its shape for as long as possible. So I think this is definitely going to help. I will leave a link to this bag organizer, I think, down below if I remember, and if I don't, guys, just leave me a comment. I'm sick. I'm gonna keep using this excuse until whatever. And yeah, I hope this helped. I really wanted to just show you guys this purse organizer because I'm trying to get like better on my purse organizing game. I actually don't really use purse organizers that much, not for every bag at the very least, and so I'm trying to get more into it. And I don't know too much about purse organizers because honestly I am so impatient. I tend to just order my purse organizers on Etsy if I know ahead of time that I'm getting a bag in, or more often than not Amazon. So in this case, this is what I did this time. I was just scrolling on Amazon and I found this. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I am definitely wearing shorts. It looks like I'm not, but I am. Yeah. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Don't forget to like this video. That would really, really, really help my channel out a lot if you enjoyed it or it helped you out in any way. I would also really appreciate it if you could comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the like, well, yes, hit the like button, but hit the subscribe button so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Janet. Say bye-bye, Moonpuff. Don't mind his eyes. He just had his kind of, I use contact lens solution to wash his eye stains, and so it's still stainy there. It makes it extra red before it dries down. Anyway, bye-bye, Janet. So this is my Picotin stuff. You see the 2 layers of bubble wrap under it, just one on top of the other, and I actually left the new DGAZ bag insert inside, so we'll see how that goes. I'll let you guys know. And with this extra flap, I usually tuck it inside straight down so it's not curved at all, so that it will be flush against the bag. And I'm just gonna fiddle with it off camera a bit to make it inside, the outside of the flap. The insert, if that makes sense. So that it's flush against the leather, leather against leather. Okay, so I did that off camera, leather against leather, so both like spines, if that makes sense, against each other, just so that there's no curve to warp the leather. And then I usually just tuck it inside here. Let me do that off camera. So I usually just put it in, lay it flat, kind of have my bow, because I don't want to have to redo my bow every time. I usually end up having to redo the bow, not that often actually, because I try to do as tight as possible, so really only if it starts looking really loosey-goosey and I can't fix it by tightening it, then I'll just redo the whole thing. So that's how it is. And then what I do is I pull a little bit in one side, a little bit in the other, and not fully closed. I like it to breathe. So, like that. See how it's like kind of open? And then I'll leave it on one side for a while. And then whenever I walk in my closet and I see it, I'll just turn it around again. Bloop. Just like that. And leave it for a bit. And then when I see it again, I do the same thing. So I just keep flopping it. And it doesn't actually take that much effort at all, because I'm just like flipping it back and forth. And yeah, that's how I've been able to maintain it in such good shape for so long. So there that is.
Ding ding. Do 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 do. Thanks for watching. Come again. Bye bye.